I think I'm depressed. I didn't want to admit it at first, but the things that usually make me feel good don't anymore. I work out hard. I push myself through every set, every rep. But when it's over, I still feel nothing. And when I really think about it, I've been more sad than I realized. I always put love, having a girlfriend, on this unreachable pedestal. Since I was a kid, it's all I thought about. Now I'm 26 and still alone. No girlfriend, no real emotional connection. And every time I'm reminded of that, it's like it's like I take another hit to my chest, and it's everywhere. Love is plastered everywhere. It's all over store signs, ads, movies, music, even the gym, my happy place. I'll see couples training together or just sharing a moment, and suddenly I just feel like crying. But I don't, because I've convinced myself that that kind of reflecting is a waste of time. That sitting down and crying and just thinking about your life won't change anything. I mean, what's the point of thinking about how I have no friends or no girlfriend or no direction or no certainty about my future, you know? But I think about that all the time. And to top it all off, I will make it much worse by opening Instagram. And the algorithm, it's like it knows what I want. I mean, that is the algorithm. But yeah, it floods my feed with videos of people in love, people who have what I don't. And I just sit there watching it, making myself feel worse. This is probably the worst thing you can do when you feel like this, when you feel down, when you feel sad, when you feel depressed. Letting your mind rot in a loop of comparison. So instead of doing that, I did something different. I opened up my journal. And to my surprise, it actually helped me. Writing helped me get it all out. It felt like I was having a conversation with myself without having to actually say anything out loud. The thoughts swirling in my head finally had a place to land. I wasn't stuck in a loop anymore. I was breaking out of it. It felt like I was doing something useful instead of wasting another hour doom scrolling. Sometimes I'll go to bed right after journaling and I sleep better because I've already unloaded the mental weight. And journaling isn't just about dumping your thoughts. It can also be about shaping you, who you want to become. Sometimes I write letters to my future self, like I'm sending a message forward in time, telling him, myself, what I am feeling right now, what I hope he's been able to overcome, and When I am to read these entries months or even years later, I realize something powerful. I'll be thinking something like, I really believed in myself back then. I held on, even through all that pain. Or it could be another thought like, damn, that moment hurt a lot, so much. But now I'm okay. It's a form of future self journaling, and it helps you project what you want while staying grounded in the present. Because what you write today, even if it's messy or emotional or raw, it becomes a snapshot of your mindset, like a photo of your inner world. You can look back and think, I was so young. I used to see the world so differently. I have grown. It's like a mirror for your mind, reflecting thoughts you don't even realize you're holding on to. And if you were like me, someone who didn't really know how to talk to anyone and didn't have anyone to talk to or tell anyone what's going on in your life, well, journaling becomes a conversation with yourself. It's a way to let out the pressure without needing another person in the room. Because you can't take care of yourself if you never hear yourself. When you let the words out, even if they're rough or raw, you often feel lighter, like you're finally listening to the person who matters most in this moment. You. I actually started journaling back in 2015. I was about 16 years old, and when I read some of those old entries now, I see a kid who was just full of dreams, so optimistic, so obsessed with love, and as life went on, I could see how things shifted. Eventually, I isolated myself. I blamed the world for my situation, wrote entry after entry whining about being unloved, unseen, stuck. But recently, my writings changed. There's more clarity now, more action. I'm starting to see what I need to do to improve, not just in aspects of romance, but also financially, mentally, and spiritually. And reading old entries gave me the kind of reflection I never get from just thinking alone. That's the power of journaling. You can look at who you were and see how far you've come. Even with journaling, sometimes sadness doesn't always lift completely. For me, the gym stopped giving me that spark it used to. It became so automatic. I'd still go, I'd still train, but I felt numb. The fire just wasn't there anymore. So I decided to push things further, and I brought back martial arts back into my routine. And this included Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, and MMA. And man, it made a difference. Oof. I mean, I still have scars from sparring last night, but anyway, off track. There's something about getting hit in the face or slammed on the mat that wakes you up. You don't have time to overthink. You're too busy surviving. And through that, I started feeling alive again. I've been able to make new connections with like-minded people, train with like-minded people, and I pushed myself harder. I felt more grounded, and sometimes what you need isn't to think. You don't need to. What you need isn't to think harder. It's just to move differently. If you're struggling, if your head is loud and your chest feels heavy, try journaling. Even if it feels dumb, even if it feels like it won't work. Just write. No filtering, no pressure, no rules. And if that's not your cup of tea, if it's not enough for you, try something I did as well. Well, try pushing your body to its limits. Move your body, step into something intense, something that makes you feel present, because numbness feeds on inaction. But action, even if it's small, is where healing begins. So, if you've ever felt like this, like you're stuck in your own head, please tell me about it by leaving a comment. Tell me what you're going through, or what you're journaling about, if you want to share. Of course, remember, you are not alone in this. You're not alone in the world. And whatever happens, promise yourself that you will keep swinging. After all, you have to be your own hero. I'll see you later.
Thanks for watching.